TSPN.
Yes, and we left you with a cliffhanger here.
Yes, we did.
Torpedo coming at this boat.
Yeah, it's coming.
Excuse me, battleship.
Thank you. It's coming at the USS Iowa with the president on board. Of course, Secret Service. What do? They draw their guns like that's going to help. And so they take evasive action. And Roosevelt says, "I want to go out and see this." They wheel him out on the deck, right on the and.
So he can see the torpedo
he sees
coming
the
at the boat.
torpedo coming at him.
Yeah, yeah.
And because of the way they took action, it missed the boat, got right by the fantail, and blew up, and didn't cause any damage.
Do we really know who was driving this thing at that time? Somebody must know what they were doing.
The USS Perry, I guess, probably had a new skipper after that.
Now, from the time that that we're talking about, this
Sure.
this is all before.
This is during the war, right?
Yeah, during
World
the war.
War II.
Yeah, during World War II. Yeah. Okay. But you said the battleship is now.
It's in
LA.
It's in LA.
When did they move it?
They moved that in May of 12, so it was
Okay.
just about a
Okay.
year ago. We got it all up in ship shape. We got all the rust, and we got
This
it painted.
must have been something. I mean,
My
to watch it go underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, make a left turn, head for Southern California, and then pull in down there.
Yes.
You-
Well, it didn't. Nobody could be aboard. Navy wouldn't let anybody aboard as it went down there.
oh,
So it was the dead toe. Once it got there, it had to be the bottom had to be clean. That took 4 days.
oh, they didn't fire it up?
Oh no.
They pulled it down there?
No, they
Tugboats.
Tugboats. That was 40 grand right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had to clean the bottom so they don't take anything bad into the bay. And it's in San Pedro Pier right now. But and what a welcoming it was. I was called into action to come down and actually be on the ship when it comes into the harbor, because I knew and several others,
For a gentleman like yourself
Yes.
that joined the Navy back in the 60s,
yeah.
and what did you say, you worked on airplanes
I
during that time?
I worked at a training command for jet and reciprocating engines.
Was this in
airplanes.
Florida or?
It was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Right there with Elvis.
And you spent your 4 years?
2 years.
2 years in the Navy.
Yeah, I was drafted.
And some 50 years later,
I
you decided to step up.
I never saw a ship in the Navy.
Exactly. You finally decide to.
Never saw a ship.
Well, it's good of you.
No,
It's good of
It was
you
redemption for me to
Well,
justify being in the Navy. What can I tell
There's
you?
a lot of guys that go in and out of the service that once they're out, they're out. But you're one of those.
You're a Marine.
Well-
you can't get away from that.
Well,
can you?
Marines don't ever get out. we don't have a
that's
choice.
right.
Navy guys have a choice.
But yeah, and we had such problems getting this boat in the ship shape, and that's all we're talking about right now. Right, if you go on YouTube right now, you can see so many videos of the ship and down in LA and everything else. But getting it ready was really the hardest part.
Well, you
we
got
had
to
no money.
raise money.
We had no
You got to
money.
find
when-
the skills.
we didn't have power for 3 months.
Yeah.
We worked with flashlights inside the hull,
Scraping paint with
doing
flashlight.
everything possible.
Pounding on rust.
And pounding
with
rust,
flashlights.
trying to, and we had to vacuum water out where every time it rained it would seep in. All these things had to be done. Now, just before it left, I was fortunate. They put me in charge of the bridge where all the action is, where Halsey used to sit.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got that cleaned up. We took the creosote and everything else off the windows and got the windows cleaned up and did the floors. And in the middle of this ship is like a tin can that's 4 stories tall, 18 inches thick of solid tempered steel,
Yeah.
and with a vault door on it. That's where the admiral and the captain would be during battle. It's an amazing ship, and if anybody has the chance to go to it in LA,
Now,
it'll be worth every
if
single
somebody
moment.
wants to get involved
Yes.
in this kind of restoration,
Yes,
we have one close by.
we do. We do, actually.
Would you want to talk a little about what's going on in Stockton?
I will just give you a brief that they're asking for volunteers if you want to do something that will give you satisfaction beyond words, is to restore something that is special. The USS Lucid is a minesweeper right now in Stockton, and they're asking for volunteers to come and work on it, paint it, fix it up as much as possible. So anybody interested in that, tomorrow actually there's going to be a tour at 10 o'clock.
And I wrote down Douglas.
Yes, it's
Douglas Avenue?
it's a 3100 Monte Diablo Avenue
Monte Diablo Avenue.
in Stockton.
Okay.
And at 10 o'clock, actually the chief operating officer who did all the repairs in charge of it for the Iowa is going to be there, and he's going to take us
So
on.
the same esprit de corps or
Absolutely.
guys, same
His
guys.
name's Dan Pulowski.
Dan Pulaski.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he will take us on a tour of the minesweeper, and then we can decide if we want to spend the time and work on that one as well.
So you have people that are retired plumbers, retired
electricians, plumbers,
welders,
ship fitters, exactly, pipe fitters. All of those skills can be needed.
So if you're sitting in your recliner,
Get out of it.
watching cartoons,
Get out of there.
Get outside, go help somebody do something in Stockton.
And it'll be just rewarding as could be. And such a esprit de corps camaraderie.
I mean,
So,
yeah, we're gonna pause right now for some.
Go to your clip line. Just go to.
We're gonna look at some information right now about liver sledge. This is a general from Volcano.
oh, I know about him.
Well, we're having a party tomorrow
Oh, for Pete's
at the
sake.
American Legion.
He was the man on Iwo Jima.
He was the man.
And then we'll come back. See, watch your clip.
So come back, okay? We got to talk some more.
Good morning. My name is Harry Lind. I represent the Marine Corps League here in Jackson, and I'm here to just inform people of an event that we're having tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It's a luncheon commemorating the Iwo Jima anniversary, as well as the man who managed and led the brigade that went up Mount Suribachi during that conflict. His name was General Harry the Horse Liversedge. Now, Harry the Horse was a colonel in those days, but he was a general when he retired. And I think the thing that was most impressive about him was not only the fact that he is a local boy from Volcano, but he's also a two-time Olympian in the 20s, got a bronze medal for the 16-pound shot put, and we are trying to keep his memory alive, and that's why every year during this particular time frame, which happens to be the time that Iwo Jima actually was fought between February and March, we do have the Marines have a luncheon. And we're out here to invite all the Marines out there to come in. It's a free lunch. We have a general who's going to be a guest speaker. We'd also like to invite any of the veterans out there to show up. We're going to have, with that luncheon, raffling of some bulldogs dressed in dress blues and teddy bears and just a whole bunch of great stuff. So look forward to seeing you. Ted Novelli will be there. He's the county supervisor in one of the in one of the districts here in the Amador County. So one of the things that's pretty important is the fact that I think all of you have seen the monument on top of Mount Suribachi. Well, this is the monument that he kind of led the Marines to secure. And then they raised that flag there. And one of the things they said about Harry the Horse was he was a real tough guy. And boy, those Marines took the mountain very, very fast, which was a problem because the enemy got to them from the rear because they made it up the hill so fast. So at any rate, we hope you're going to be there. Looking forward to seeing you. The luncheon's going to be great. Have a nice evening.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to What's Going On. That was my good buddy Harry talking about one of your Volcano generals.
Yes, very
And,
famous
we have some
man.
fun tomorrow. But I want to know more about the Iowa and this explosion you were talking about.
Oh well, it's a sad tale. Just to be honest with you, during maneuvers down in the Caribbean, training, they had an explosion on turret number 2, which took the lives of 47 sailors.
Now, for some reason, I remember hearing about this.
Yes.
But how long ago was it?
Oh, that was back in 80.
In the 80s?
No, pardon me. No, had to be. Yes, it was 84.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
okay. We're about ready to wrap this up, and
right.
I want to say thank you for coming, Denny.
Well, it's been
and thank you
fun.
for all your unbelievable work.
Well, thank you very much. I take
Unbelievable.
that on behalf of the people in Richmond.
Well, and if people want to show up tomorrow
At,
in Stockton,
that's correct.
to help
10
you
o'clock.
scrape paint on a boat that John Wayne kind of had one similar to it in San
Made
Diego.
in the Wild
Same
Goose.
Kinda,
The Wild Goose,
Wild Goose.
that's correct.
The Wild Goose. And it's a great endeavor. Great endeavor.
Well, thank you for having us.
I'm looking forward to visiting with you again about the Minesweeper.
Right.
Well, we'll start all over again.
Be sure to, if anything you want to know about the Iowa, go on YouTube, and there's many
Okay.
specials
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Well, once again, I applaud you for your effort.
Well, thank you very much.
It's amazing. I've restored cars and houses, maybe, but a battleship, holy catfish,
It's, it was an honor.
An honor, absolutely. And anytime you guys something comes up and you need something, you let me know.
You bet.
We'll find out to get more people over there to Stockton
I
and
hope so.
scrape paint.
I hope they show up because we're going to have fun.
Well, freedom isn't free,
Well,
and you guys are the ones that make it happen.
thank you
You
very
guys
much.
are the ones that make it happen.
On
Thank you.
behalf of our people, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you again.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.